Alright, I've been promising this video to several of my YouTubers for a very long time, and I'm trying to get this done here. I won't be able to keep this display up forever. I'm not sure where it's going to go, but I wanted to get this filmed before I have to take this down, but it's really cool. So this is basically my Hot Wheels and other car collection, and I got some in boxes down here. I won't go through all those, but we'll try to get through as fast as I can without missing a whole lot of stuff here. Essentially, I've collected Hot Wheels for a very long time, and I have stopped, but some of those are very old ones there. There's an A-Team van. I think I bought that many years ago for $5. Had to have that. Found it at a thrift store, a local thrift store, and then I got all these Fast and Furiouses. Some of these are like, I found those at Goodwill's or grocery store that I used to work at. Not necessarily when I was working there, but and then these were like Christmas presents, these Matchbox star cars here. And then some of these, there was a guy that was selling, I can't remember if it was $2 or $1, maybe it was even $3, but it was very, very dirt cheap for a bunch of these Johnny Lightnings. So I bought a bunch of the ones that I liked, and then I should have bought more. He got some of these road trip ones. These were at a flea market. He had so many. It was just so ridiculous. I didn't bring a lot of dollars with me. I should have bought $50 or $100 for some of those cards, but then I'd have to figure out. These American Graffitis, I'm not making this up. They were either at Sprouts Rights or the very early Dollar Tree. I just don't really remember. Some of them have lost their hooks, unfortunately. And then these muscle car ones, those were really cool. I had to get. I never finished the set because they came with different trading cards in there, and I couldn't get all the variations of trading cards. Now it's very, very expensive to get all those. There's an ice cream truck I just like because I think it said Henry's or something on it. I don't really, or no, it says Junior's. I just like this card there. It was not, unfortunately, oops, well, there it goes. It didn't hit anything important there. It didn't dent the card. And then there's a few other, there's a Dale Jr. one. Unfortunately, some of the hooks are just little nails here. I can't remember this James Bond one might have been one I found at Goodwill. I have a new source for Hot Wheels, $1 a piece. Here's a doozy, and here's a cool Euro-built Siku. There, I think that's how you pronounce that. Really cool. And then I don't know where that one came from. That was probably a Goodwill that I found that one at. And I like the Super Chromes because I had one or two of those when I was a kid. There's a Haley Deegan I had to get a long time ago. Some of these are not cars, so we will not deal with some of those, but maybe for another video. Fast and Furious, I think I got that. See, it was $5, but I think I got that on sale for probably, I think, $1. It was really ridiculously cheap. Is there anything behind the Dale Earnhardt Jr.? Yes, there is. There's this old Speed Fleet one. That's really cool. That is very, very old and very cool. It says new model. Really neat. The store that I live down the street from has a bunch of dollar ones, and some of them are from like the early 2000s. Sometimes even earlier. That's really pretty neat. And then I got all these Demolition Mans. Those are from the grocery store I worked at. They were 99 cents. They don't have a lot of value, but it was just really cool to find this stuff here. If you're new to Hot Wheels, it's really neat to find some of that stuff. And there's some more American Graffiti cars there. And there's more of the Super Chromes. There's the school bus. Those are from Dollar Tree, I believe, many years ago. Let's see, there's some other action figures that just got in here. This is a newer one, Tokyo 2020. In fact, I saw one of those at that thrift store, and I thought about getting it. There's some more of those there. These are cool because, again, there was a local store that was getting rid of all their leftover stuff for 75% off, so I had to grab this one. They had about probably 10 of that same one, but I just grabbed that one there. And then here's another road trip one, which I thought was really, really cool, Johnny Lightning. Those were very, very dirt cheap. I want to say they were like $2 for those, so that's really awesome. And then this Volkswagen Taxi was just really, really awesome. Then I had to grab this one here from that same Johnny Lightning seller. This was the some sort of Coca-Cola one, I think is what it is, vintage. That was really pretty neat, really pretty cool there. And then behind it is just Senator Palpatine. I'm not sure exactly how or where I got that one. And we got one more Johnny Lightning. It's one of my favorite ones because it says not for mud, Oregon. It's got an Oregon license plate one. Really cool. Really neat there. Then I got this Dukes of Hazzard one somewhere. I think I got that from Toys R Us. Not sure. And that was the last one they had, and so I just had to grab that one there. I think this is a green light. Maybe no, it's Johnny Lightning. And then here's a Coca-Cola Jeep Calendar Girl series. And then there's a Jeff Gordon with a little minifig there. So that's really pretty cool. I think I got most of them on the shelf here. So let's go down and look at the ones on the bottom here. This is a printer's tray that I've had for many years, and I thought it would look cool with old cars there. And there is one of the old Super Chromes. It was lost in the back seat of the old station wagon that my parents had, and then before we got rid of it, I went in the back seat and dug around and found it, and it was covered in all kinds of mud. So there was some confusion whether it was mine or my brother's, but it predated my brother, so I figured I might as well just hold on to that. Some of these cars have slipped over here in the tray here. These are a lot of old red lines, very, very old, but a cool way to display your cars if you can. Some really neat, a lot of these are not Hot Wheels. Some of them are rarer Hot Wheels. I think that's a Scorchers. Some of these are from when I was a kid here. That yellow taxi, I think, is one that I had. Let's see if I can find some other ones. I had, there's a Richard Petty car that's gotten smashed. That was not mine. Dukes of Hazzard one. Snap-on tools. A lot of these were thrifted from Goodwills and stuff. I found that Cooter's Garage at some point. But you just don't find old cars like this every single day of the week. And when you do, they're usually Matchbox and kind of the unspecial, unflattering ones. I used to have the packaging for that one, but I got rid of it. That's one that I purchased a long time ago or got for a present. Ancient Dukes of Hazzard car there and a old Tomica bus there. I just like these old late 70s, early 80s models. I just think they're cool, even if they have plastic bottoms. This one's got a metal one, though, if I can get to it there, the metal one there. And then you can go to eBay, I think. You can still get these. I'm not sure. These are Plano cases, and they work great for Hot Wheels and slot cars and all kinds of other things here. And they were about $16 at one point. I don't remember what they are now, but amazing amount of cars in there. They unfortunately flip over, and I had this great idea about cutting old broken Hot Wheels track and sticking it in there, and it sort of works. Some of the most dumbest, I'm going to say the dumbest cars, but some of the most uninteresting ones, like this Rover Sterling, which is not particularly mint. I just liked that one. I just liked it and had to have it. You know, it just, it was like silver. This one, I think, might have been one I kept in package. There's an old station wagon there I just thought was cool. Lots of red lines and police cars and Tomicas and other kinds of Matchboxes, and really neat, some sort of Duesenberg, but I just like those cars there. You know, just one happen to like. I'll just do a few more trays here. We'll probably try to hopefully get through all of them if I don't drop the camera too much here. This one here is a bunch of slot cars. We'll just open this up. Some of these work and some of them don't, but that was the first car that started the whole collection there. And these are just ones I used to find at thrift stores, and I just don't find them anymore. That's just absolutely an amazing collection there. Some couple flipped upside down. This one here has got the Camel cigarettes on it. I got those at thrift stores back in the day, and there's I think a Budweiser one. I'm not sure. The 33 there might be one of those. And then so there's that one. That's probably a couple $100 or more worth of just slot cars in there. And then again, this is what I was planning to do. I had some really cool track that broke, and then I was going to use that. So if we just do something like this, slip that in there. Well, that doesn't fit in that one. I guess I cut them wrong. But anyway, so the whole idea was to put this inside there, and so to help keep them from flipping over. But I bought a bunch of track that was breaking and rotting, and I thought that would be perfect to slip in there. This is a cool one because it's the Hot Wheels Cobra. I think it's the one that goes to the Cobra stunt set or whatever, and I found something like 2 or 3 of those. Absolutely amazing. I just like that little Richie's thing there. That was really pretty cool. And then I got this at a swap meet for $3. I don't know what the guy was thinking when he only sold it to me for $3. There's some more of that track that I didn't cut correctly. So if you have any old track, that was a great way to display your cars without having to slip off. Some of these I had on my old train set, like that gold one there. You would find those mixing old train stuff. I think that's a model, actually, like a little, that's probably, the Volkswagen is not it's just a, I mean, it rolls and stuff, but it's not anything special, but I liked it. And a little pacer there. We'll go to the next 2 here, and then we will be done. I have other cars, but I tried to keep them all here, and the new ones I've just been acquiring have not been put into this collection yet. These are mostly race cars like NASCAR. I got 2 more cases after this. It's just absolutely amazing, but hopefully you'll be able to find these Plano cases still. They might be a lot more expensive now. There's some sort of A.J. Foyt car, and I had to take it out of the package because the package is just destroyed. Sometimes it's just best to take things out of packages. Some of these are missing hoods, and they're just parts cars, but I just think they're really cool. That's missing the hood there. Little tractor there. and then some sort of freight truck there. And some of these cars are also like ones that I did a video on Mr. Rogers, like little toy cars on his set there. I don't know if I showed some of those yet in some of the earlier boxes here. Let's see if I can find some of them here. But I wanted to show you these here. So there's a couple of stompers. I think those are from McDonald's. And then there's a little bus. They had almost that identical model on Mr. Rogers later episodes. I had to have that one. That's a Corgi Juniors. And I guess Mr. McFeely or a few other people just thrifted a bunch of cars, whatever they could find. And some of them just appeared, and I don't know where all the rest of the cars went. But I think they had that car like that one right there, and it was also missing the roof rack, so I just had to grab that one. That was an eBay special. They also had this one as well too. I got those from Scratch and Dent people, and I am sure that those cost a lot more now. That one is just missing the other half of it, but it was just a mint condition bus, probably from a Goodwill. There's another Siku car. I thought probably just like the one I have up there. And then there's this kind of a Santa Claus NASCAR thing there, and a little railway bus. I think that is Thomas the Tank, but really cool there. And some of those are crack ups, you know, where you hit the front or the side and they dent the cars. Those are really cool. And old vintage Super Chromes there. I think that's an actual Super Chromes from the 70s. Really neat there. And I think we got, I don't know if I showed this one here, the race cars ones. Yeah, we did. We showed that one. We got one more here, and we will be done. And then this is really cool. These are just some other cars. You can see that's how the track is supposed to look, except for the cars still flip over. But that's a good idea. If you find an old broken track, don't throw it away. Just cut it in little pieces and use it for that. And I think that's a Mattel right there. There's another little stomper car, or some kind of rev-up car in there. And then some old vintage 70s cars in there. I just like that one too, like the Rover Sterling. I just like that silver little car there. It's another English car, I think. I'm not sure. It looks like a Ford Escort. I think it's a Ford of some kind. It's a Ford. Maybe it's a Ford Cortina. I don't know. It's a overseas Ford. I just thought it was kind of looked like the Ford Escort kind of. And then there's the Time Machine DeLorean. And some other cars there that fit in there. They don't fit every single car, and some of them don't fit. There's a couple of identical Jeeps there. I want to say those are the McDonald's Jeeps, but I can't be 100% sure. And there's an Ertl, some sort of Hudson or something like that. I don't know what that is. Some other cars there that have, I think that's a newer Matchbox. Not sure, the police car there. But a really cool collection there. Hopefully I focused on every car that I have here. We'll just go back to this one very quickly because we're already at the 13-minute mark almost. And just show you some of the more vintage ones here I have. This one's a test mission, NASA test mission car. Again, there's another one. I think that black one was my brother's there. This old Mustang, I think that was my brother's car there. That was really cool. And then there's another crack ups there. And then there's, I think, a Johnny Lightning or a red line that's missing some wheels. So it's always really cool to find these things. You don't see them where I'm at very often. And then when you do, there's some collectors that just grab everything there is. Really, really cool collection. That one doesn't fit in there too well. That one right there. This is always a cool one. The Woody, or the 48 or 38 or whatever it is. I'm not sure what it says down there. I can't read that anymore. But anyway, that's really pretty cool. Fleet. Oh, whatever. That says something on there. I can't read that from through the camera here. But really nice collection. Let me know what you think, what I can do to improve the collection, what do I need, what am I missing, and how I can properly display this in the future. And thank you for watching.
It's you against the Cobra. The Hot Wheels Cobra stunt set. You put it together, snaky coils, slippery straights. You can take it on with your Hot Wheels Cobra race car.
You want to go first? Sure. Okay, I'll show you how it's done, and I'll make it even tougher. Super!
Hot Wheels Cobra stunt set comes with Cobra race car and 8 feet of track. Some cars not for use with some sets. New from Hot Wheels by Mattel.